So we were talking about the normal distribution and the three percentages numbers, okay? And then today, in the first lesson, we will talk more about these exercises, okay? And then in the second lesson, we will do something else, okay? So let's go back to page 83. Page 83. Okay. So yesterday we have done question number 1 and number 2. Okay. And then today we are going to do the remaining questions. So let us do it together. Okay. And please remember to log in the MathApp web and submit your solution to the MathApp. Okay, and we are on page 83 of the math book. And so in the first lesson, I will do question number 3 to number 7 with you together. Okay, and this is the classwork. This is the classwork I assigned to you last Friday.
即係開翻11號嗰個先啊？
係啦，冇錯。
哦，好。
得唔得？揾得翻。呢個係11號嗰個嘅 classwork 嚟嘅，咁應該係第3條嚟嘅，係啦。Okay, good. Well, in fact, we are still doing this type of drawing graph and finding percentage problem. But sometimes the question will not just ask us to find a percentage. It will give us the total number of data and then ask us to find the number of data which is lying within the range. Okay, and then all we need to do is to find the percentage and then find out the percentage and then multiply by the total number. Then after multiplying the total number, the number we have obtained will be the required number, okay, of those within the range. Okay, so question number 3. The heights of 200 students in secondary 5 are normally distributed with mean 162 cm and standard deviation 6 cm. So what is given here is the total number of data n is equal to 200. Okay, and then the mean is x bar is equal to 162 cm and standard deviation sigma is equal to 6 cm. Okay, and then the question asks us to find the number of students whose heights are more than 168 cm. Okay, more than 168, which means that I need to find the percentage of the students. Okay, percentage of the data which is larger than 168 first. Okay, I find this percentage first, and then at the end I just multiply by 200. Then that will be the actual number of students which is higher than or taller than 168. Okay, just find the percentage first. Okay. 好，今日到呢一度係同之前我哋做嘅有啲咩分別咧？其實呢度咧，只不過係佢係問你實際有幾多人係高過168 cm。但係咧，如果喺之前我哋做開嗰啲題目嘅時候咧，佢就會問你高過168 cm 嘅同學佔咗幾多 percent？OK， 咁我哋要做嘅嘢就係都係揾翻幾多 percent 先，然之後咧乘翻200，咁啊係咯，得唔得 ？OK。 好啦，咁我哋睇睇咯。Do you still remember how to find the percentage? The first step is to minus x bar. Minus x bar. Can I undo? Should be minus x bar and then divided by sigma. Okay? And for the number, we use the number. 168 minus the x bar is 162, and then divided by standard deviation is 6. Okay? And then px minus x bar over sigma, we really calculate the number. So I think it should be equal to 1. Okay? And then we multiply the sigma to the right hand side. So x minus x bar is larger than 1 sigma. And then add the x bar to the right hand side. So px larger than x bar plus 1 sigma. Okay? And now we can go to the graph. Okay, the graph is like this. This is x bar, and then x bar minus 1 sigma, x bar plus 1 sigma, x bar minus 2 sigma, x bar plus 2 sigma, and so on. I don't write because this time I just want to draw the boundary. The boundary line will be x bar plus 1 sigma. So that is this line. Okay, and I want the part which is larger than this number. On the graph, larger than this number means on the right hand side of that line. Okay, so that is this part. Okay, everything on the right hand side of this line. Okay, and I remember that we have done a question yesterday. Is that when this area, this region is not sticking to the middle line, then we need to use 50% minus, right? Because what we have, the numbers, is this number. This is 68%, okay? And then this part is half of 68%. And we know that this, everything on the right side of the middle line is 50%, okay? So now I want to find the red part. Then I will use 50% minus the black part, okay? So that will be equal to 50% minus the black part is 68% divided by 2. Okay, so that should be 50 minus 34. And finally, it should be equal to 16%. Okay, the red part, the red area is 16% of all the area. Okay, but the question is not asking us to find the percentage. It is asking us to find the actual number of students. Okay, we have 200 students, okay, in this question, and then 16% are satisfying the requirements. Therefore, the number of students is equal to 200 times 16%, and then which is equal to 32. That is the answer. It's okay? 好，跟緊到呢度。呢個位想你俾個反應我。If you are okay for question number 3, please give me a like or a clap, please. Okay？ 呢個位俾個反應我。
唔好意思啊，Sir，我聽唔清楚最尾32嗰個係點樣？
因為咧佢而家問咧就係問你究竟實際有幾多個學生嘅高度係大過168係咪？我哋一直以嚟揾緊嗰個 P 嗰樣嘢咧 ，P 係代表個 percentage 嘅啫，個百分率嘅啫。我哋係咪揾到16% 啊 ？Total 裏邊嘅16% 嘅學生就係符合到以上呢個條件啦，即係高於168 cm 呢個條件啦。咁但係咧，我哋唔可以答16% 喎，因為咧佢問我實際有幾多個學生，咁我哋咪將200乘翻個16%，咁嘅時候咧就係實際符合到呢個條件嘅學生嘅數目啦。呢度 OK？ Okay, good. Any more questions from this question number 3? Okay, so if you're okay, I would like you to do question number 4, 5, and 6. Can you try to do question number 4, number 5, and number 6 now? And then submit to the MathApp web system.第四題同第三題係基本上一模一樣嘅，個題型係一模一樣嘅。但係第5、第6題咧有啲咁多唔同。咁我想俾你試一試先 ，OK？ So this time I would like to give you 10 minutes, or maybe 12 minutes to do number 4, number 5, and number 6. Some students ask me to explain the 50%. Okay, do you understand that we are finding the area of the red part? Red part. Do you understand this? It's okay. The red part. But what we have is the number of 60%. 95% and 99.7%. Okay, and we have the black part, the number for the black part. Okay, therefore we need to use half. Okay, this is half of the data. This is 50%. It is always 50%. It's okay. Everything on the right hand side of the middle line is always 50%. And of course, everything on the left-hand side of the middle line is also always equal to 50%. Okay, so we use 50% to take away the black part. And then after taking away the black part, what is remaining will be the red part. And the red part is what we want to find in this question. Okay, so we are going to use 50% minus the black part. Okay, and the black part is half of 68%. Is okay? Okay, good. Let's try to do the classwork. 嗱，唔緊要啊，慢慢嚟，做下做下，又有啲唔明嘅話咧，又再問啊。 All right. 點啊？做唔到啊？好似唔係好做到喎，大家。嗱，一齊嚟啊！一齊嚟啊！ So let us check the answers together. Number 4, the lengths of the hands of 520 children are normally distributed. So with mean 9.6 cm and SD 0.4 cm. Okay, so we have, it is given that n is equal to 520, and then x bar is equal to 9.6 cm, and then sigma is equal to 0.4 cm. Okay, find the number of children whose lengths of hands are between 8.8 and 9.6. Okay, so the question asks us to find the number of children, but we need to find the percentage of children first. Okay, so we use P, percentage of children. This time we have the lower limits and the upper limit. We have the left hand side and right hand side. So 8.8 less than x less than 9.6 this time. It's okay. 你哋即係有冇留意到係有陣時係淨係得一個上限，有陣時淨係得一個下限，有陣時就上限下限都有嘅。咁其實冇嘢嘅，只不過我哋即係同時間要處理一個數字啊，定係同時間要處理兩個數字咁解嘅啫。OK， 得唔得 ？And then 即係我哋個 step 咧，要做嘅 step 咧，其實都係一樣嘅，我意思。OK，and second step we need to change. OK，like this， x minus x bar over sigma. For the symbol, we just do the symbols, and for the numbers, we will do the numbers. So 8.8 minus x bar is 9.6, and then divided by sigma is 0.4. And right hand side is 9.6, and then minus x bar, it is also equal to 9.6, and then divided by sigma, that is 0.4. All right, and then you really do the calculation. Okay, the left hand side should be, so I think it should be -2 less than x minus x bar over sigma. And then right hand side, 9.6 minus 9.6 is equal to 0. 0 divided by 0.4 is also equal to 0. Okay, and then you multiply the sigma to left hand side, -2 sigma less than x minus x bar less than 0 times sigma. But 0 times sigma is equal to 0. Okay, just 0. And then you add the x bar to left hand side and right hand side. So it becomes x bar minus 2 sigma less than x bar plus 0, or just x bar. It's okay. 好，呢度咧有少少特別嘅，有少少特別。不過咧，如果你即係細心啲諗一諗嘅話咧，咁樣就會係 make sense 㗎啦。因為咧個 sigma 乘咗俾每一 part 啦嘅話咧，右手邊個0咧乘完 sigma 之後咧都係0嚟嘅，係嘛？咁我哋就變翻0啦。OK， 跟住咧加翻個 x bar 過去每一 part 嗰度。咁右手邊咧0加 x bar， 咁咪即係 x bar 咯，得唔得？好啦，不過今次咧 x bar 即係咩咧 ？x bar 其實即係嗰條中間線嚟嘅，係嘛 ？OK，so go to a graph. Going to the graph, and this is x bar, and we have x bar minus 1 sigma, x bar minus 2 sigma. Okay, and this is x bar plus 1 sigma, x bar plus 2 sigma. 好，咁我唔畫埋第三條線啦，因為咧今次我哋真係需要嘅。So what we need is x bar minus 2 sigma, this line, and x bar, that is this line, is between these two lines, which means that the required region will be this red part. It's okay, red part. but this is already sticking to the middle line. Can you see this? The red part is sticking to the middle line. So we do not need to use 50% minus something this time. We do not need to get help from any other numbers. Okay, so we just need to remember the three numbers. Okay, and the width of 1 sigma will be 68%, and then the width of 2 sigma will be 95%. And this time, the red part is actually half of 95%. Can you see this? Okay. So it is just equal to 95% divided by 2. So that is equal to 47.5%. Okay. So the percentage, the required percentage is 47.5%. But the question is not asking us to find the percentage. It is asking us to find the actual number of students. We have 520 students in total. Therefore, we just need to multiply by the percentage. Okay. Therefore, the required number is equal to the total times the percentage. Okay. So you will use the calculator here. So it should be equal to 247. That is the final answer. OK， 呢個跟唔跟到大家？跟到嘅俾個 like 我呢度。OK， 呢度咧同其實同頭先第三係基本上係一樣嘅。不過咧有一個位特別啲嘅就係你要留意就係嗰個0嗰個位啦。OK， 0嗰個位，咁就係其實就會出到咧，最終係出到嗰條中線喺度嘅。OK，the middle line for the zero sigma. Okay. So anybody, any students who cannot follow and want me to repeat any steps? Okay, then let us go to next question. So I'm going to clear the board now. Number 5. 有冇留意到 number 5有啲咩唔同啊？
One total number.
Yes, good. 今次咧係俾咗，即係好似頭先個題咁樣，但係咧就俾咗嗰個247你，叫你揾翻個520出嚟。OK， 即係俾咗所需要嘅嗰部分，我哋求嗰部分嘅值你先。但係咧就叫你揾翻個 n 出嚟，係咪？揾翻個 n 出嚟咁樣。OK， 咁但係我哋做嘅嘢咧都係一樣嘅啫噃，係嘛？只不過咧最尾我哋就唔係將個 total 乘個 percentage 啦，我哋係 let n be the total，n 乘 percentage 等於390。OK， 跟住計翻個 n 出嚟，咁樣。OK， 好，我哋一齊嚟做下呢一題先啦，好冇？一齊做下呢題啊。Number 5. Yes. So let us do number 5 together. So in a game, the scores of players are normally distributed with mean 93 and standard deviation 7. So x bar is equal to 93 and then sigma is equal to 7. And there are 390 players whose scores are below 107. Okay, find the total number of players in the game. So n is equal to what? Okay, and the requirement is below 107. Okay, below 107. So what we are going to find is x less than 107. So we in this bracket we have the upper limits only. We do not have a lower limit, right? Okay. So I think it is easier, but in fact it's not easier. Okay, it's just the same. At the same steps, x minus x bar divided by sigma less than the number. We use the number 107 minus the x bar number, which is 93, and then divided by the sigma number, which is 7. Okay, and then this is x minus x bar over sigma less than, so I think it is equal to 2, right? 2. And then we multiply the sigma to the right hand side. So x minus x bar less than 2 sigma, and add the x bar to the right hand side. X is less than x bar plus 2 sigma. Okay, and then we can go to the graph part. Middle line is x bar, and then we have x bar minus 1 sigma, x bar plus 1 sigma, x bar minus 2 sigma, x bar plus 2 sigma, and so on. 好，嗱呢個睇下你哋諗唔諗到咯喎。我哋先畫翻個紅色 region 出嚟先。This time the x is less than x bar plus 2 sigma. Okay, so the boundary line should be just this line, right? X bar plus 2 sigma, and then x should be less than this number, which means that we should shade every part on the left hand side of this red line. Okay, 紅線嘅左手邊嘅所有嘢都要 shade 嘅，因為佢係冇下限嘅，係咪？冇左邊嗰條線限住佢嘅，所以咧紅線嘅左手邊嘅所有嘅 graph 我哋都要 shade 咗佢。Can you see this？ 呢度有冇問題？呢一個位嗱，呢一個係關鍵位嚟嘅，得唔得？即係話咧，大家要明咗我點樣去由嗰個 P 括弧嗰條式裏邊咧，去到揾到究竟我要由嘅係個 graph 裏邊嘅邊一節咁樣樣，得唔得 ？OK， 好啦，嗱，跟住咧我哋就要用一係咧嗱簡單嚟講咧，嗰個紅色部分如果跨過咗個 x bar 中線嘅話咧，我哋就要用分割法。如果冇跨過嘅，就要用填補法。OK， 好啦，而家咧係咪跨過咗啊 ？The red part is actually overlapping the middle line x bar. So we are going to divide the red part into 2 regions. Okay, so the first one should be this one. Okay, the black one. The black one will be exactly equal to 50% because it is half of the graph. Okay, it is everything on the left hand side of the middle line. Okay, this is 50%. And then for the other parts, so we use the numbers, the 3 numbers. So this one will be 68%, and then the second one will be 95%. And this purple part will be half of 95%. Can you see this? Half of 95%. Okay, so the red region will be equal to the sum of the black region and the purple region, which means that the numbers will be 50% plus 95% divided by 2, and that should be equal to 97.5%. It's okay. And now the question is not asking us to find the percentage. Instead, it has given us that there are 390 players which are below 107, which are satisfying this requirement. which means that n, the total times our percentage, should be equal to this number. It's okay? And then n will be equal to 398 divided by 97.5%. Okay? And then you may use the calculator. So that should be equal to 400. Okay? And then you just writing down the conclusion. Therefore, the total number is 400. Okay? So that is how we can find the total number. Okay? Oh, 呢度有冇問題? So is there any problems from this question? If there is a question, please raise your hand. Okay? If there is no question, you may please give me a like or clap here. Okay, good. Any raise hand?好，嗱呢度再俾多少少時間你試下第6題好冇啊 ？Okay, so I give you four more minutes to try to do question number 6 now. Okay, let's check the answers. So the weekly working hours of the employees in the company are normally distributed with mean, so this X bar, 61.8 hour, and standard deviation, sigma, is 1.6 hour. There are 1997 employees who work for more than 57 hours per week. Find the total number of employees in the company. Okay, like this. And then, so again, we're going to find the percentage first. This is just more than 57. Okay, which means that X is larger than 57. Okay, so there is just a lower limit. There is no upper limit here. Okay, 淨係得個下限嘅啫，冇上限喎，係嘛？今次不過都係一樣咁做嘅。Okay, and then we subtract X bar and then divide by sigma, and then for the number we use the number minus 61.8 divided by 1.6. Okay, and then you do the calculation. So X minus X bar over sigma larger than, so I think it should be -3, right? -3. And then you multiply the sigma to the right hand side, X minus X bar, oh, that's right, not over, is larger than -3 sigma, and then is equal to Px larger than X bar minus 3 sigma. Okay, and then we'll find the percentage from the graph. X bar minus 1 sigma, X bar plus 1 sigma, X bar minus 2 sigma, X bar plus 2 sigma, X bar minus 3 sigma, X bar plus 3 sigma. This time we need X bar minus 3 sigma, okay? Because the percentage is about X larger than X bar minus 3 sigma. So the red line, there's only one boundary line, okay? So that is this one. The red line is this one. Now I want X to be larger than this number. Okay, X larger than this number means the red part should be on the right side of this red line. Okay, it's everything because there is no upper limit. Okay, 冇上限嘅，所以冇第二條線咧去到擋住佢，佢就可以咧要晒呢條線嘅右手邊嘅所有 graph 嘅部分啦。Okay, this time the red region is overlapping the middle line, so we need to divide the red region into two parts. Okay, the black part is this part, is everything on the right. Black part is everything on the right, which should be 50%. Okay, because it is exactly half of the graph. Okay, and then for the other part, for the purple part, we need to use the numbers, the three numbers. And 1 sigma is 68%, 2 sigma is 95%, and 3 sigma is 99.7%. And now we will be using the 99%, but half of that, half of this. Okay, so this purple region will be half of 99.7%. You see this? So going back to the equation, the Px larger than X bar minus 3 sigma will become 99.7% over 2 plus 50%. Okay? And then 99.7% over 2 will be 49.85. And then plus 50 will be 99.85%. Okay? 得，都係咁樣計嘅啫。 So the percentage will be 99.85%. And then it is given that there are 1,997 employees satisfying this requirement. Okay, which means that the total times our percentage, 99.85%, will be equal to the given number, that is 1997. It's okay? So n will be equal to 1997 divided by that number. Okay? So it should be 2,000. Therefore, the total number is 2,000. So that is how we can find the total number of employees. It's okay?嗱，呢幾題咧，即係呢種題目咧，過往 DSE 咧真係比較少出啲嘅，但係其實佢係好好出嘅。即係我成日都覺得佢一定會喺啲即係啲短題目裏邊咧係出嘅，其實 OK。咁因為即係其實真係好好出嘅嚇咁樣，咁所以你盡量可以明白咗點樣做嘅話咧，記一記佢，因為就係咁噶啦，即係佢又唔會話擸埋其他嘢一齊問啊咁樣。即係呢啲咁碎嘅 topic 嘅話咧，我就想你好好咁樣學咗佢，跟住記住佢 ，OK？ 就唔會話即係唔使去到擸埋一啲大 topic 咁樣咧，去到兜亂晒啲嘢嚟問咁樣嘅，即係一啲碎 topic 就希望大家做熟佢啦咁樣 ，OK？ All right, any problems from number 6? I'm not going to do number 7, okay? So we will not do number 7. Any problems from this page? So if no, let's go to the next section. So I would like to start the next section today. Okay, so I'm going to clear the board. And for the Maths app, you go to the classwork of today. Sorry. Yes, page 89. Page 89.好嗱呢度咧呢個表，我想你僭建多幾行先，僭建多幾行 ，OK？ 你幫我加多幾行喺下邊啊，因為咧我哋通常都一次過咁樣去到用噶啦。嗱睇住喎，呢個表講咗咩咧？就係話如果我哋有一 set data。So if we have a set of data and we can find the range is the largest datum minus the smallest datum. And then we can find the interquartile range, IQR. IQR is calculated by Q3 minus Q1, okay? And we can also find the standard deviation, the sigma. The standard deviation is calculated by the complicated formula, okay? 呢三樣嘢都係要嚟幫我哋揾嗰 set 數據有幾大差異嘅。Okay, so all this range, interquartile range, and standard deviation are for us to measure the data set, measure the dispersion of the data set. Okay, dispersion 即係差異啊。If the number is large, then the dispersion is large. Okay, if the number is small, then the data set is less dispersed or is more concentrated. Okay， 好啦，咁呢 part 係講啲咩咧？就係如果本身有一 set 數據 ，OK， 咁我哋計咗呢啲range 啊、interquartile range 啊、standard deviation 咁樣噶啦。咁如果咧，我想將每一個 data 都會倍大佢，或者加10個俾佢嘅，即係加個數字俾佢嘅，會對呢幾樣嘢有咩影響咧？嗱。你而家聽落咧，即係好似好無稽咁樣喎。其實 ，OK， 無端端做乜鬼會嘅數字倍大佢咧？我想講俾你聽咧，即係我哋喺我嘅日常生活裏邊啊，係經常都會做呢樣嘢嘅喎。OK， 我幾時會做咧？你記住一個example，就係你哋測驗或者你哋考試，你哋嘅考試啊或者測驗。假設咧你哋全班都考得好差嘅 ，OK， 即係話咧可能即係100分裏邊咧都係得20-30分嘅，20-30分咁樣樣。好啦，即係最高嗰個都係咧即係40分都唔合格嘅。OK， 咁咧即係如果我啊我要交數嘅話咧 ，OK， 即係要交個業績嘅話咧，我會點做咧？咁我就會全班一齊咧去到加20分俾你哋啦，每個人都加20分咁樣樣。你 get 唔 get 到我講咩啊 ？OK， 即係每一個 data 我都加同一個數字俾佢。咁第一樣嘢我冇影響到嗰個公平性喎，係嘛 ？OK， 即係高啲分嗰個人仍然都係高啲分，低啲分嘅人仍然都係低啲分嘅咁樣樣。OK， 所以咧我每個人都加10分嘅話咧，其實係冇影響到個公平性嘅，但係個數字咧就會靚啲咁解。OK， 又或者有一次測驗，你哋全部都係哇80幾90分嘅 ，OK， 咁樣喂好似好勁咁樣喎。咁我覺得好似即係俾你哋太過囂張嘅話，唔係咁好嘅話咧，咁我就會每個人咧都減10分咁樣樣。OK， 咁但係咧每個人減10分嘅話咧，又冇影響到公平性嘅喎，係嘛 ？OK， 咁但係我哋都會咁樣做嘅。好啦，但係有陣時咧，如果我哋將你嘅分數，即係未必係加個數減個數嘅。如果本身咧你哋個滿分係100分，但係我要變成個滿分，你知道數學科個滿分係300分嘅 ，OK？ 咁你100分裏邊攞到50分嘅，我要將佢變成300分裏邊攞到幾多分咧？咁咪要將你嗰50呢個數字咧，係咪倍大3倍啊 ？OK？ 咁我要將每一個人嘅分數咧，都會倍大3倍嘅。OK， 即係話咧，我會將每一個 data 都係乘同一個數字俾佢嘅咁樣樣。OK， 好啦，咁即係話咧，嗱，我哋而家有兩種啊，有兩種嘅，係第一種咧就係將每一個數據都加同一個數字俾佢，去到改變呢 set 數據。第二種咧就係每一個數據都乘同一個數字俾佢，去到改變呢 set 數據。OK，get 到有呢兩種喎，嗬，得唔得 ？OK， 好啦，嗱，我講一次啊。So now we are going to change the set of data by adding the same number to every data, okay, or by multiplying the same number to every data in a set, okay? Because sometimes we want to scale up the total, okay? Sometimes we need to scale down, okay? Sometimes we think that the numbers are not so nice because the numbers, for example, the scores of the exam are too low. Then we will add 20 marks to each of you, okay? So we are changing the data, but we do the same change on every data.OK， 記住呢個留意咧，就係唔一定要係對每一粒 data 咧都做同一樣嘢嘅。OK， 唔可以呢粒 data 就加3，嗰粒 data 就減4，另外一粒 data 就乘5咁樣樣得嘅，得唔得？每次都要對每一粒 data 都係享受到同一個改變嘅咁樣樣。OK， 好啦，咁我哋喺呢部分咧要學啲咩咧？就係、當每一粒 data 都享受咗同一個改變之後。嗰 set data 嘅 range 有啲咩改變咧？嗰 set data 嘅 interquartile range 有咩改變咧？同埋嗰 set data 嘅 standard deviation 有咩改變咧 ？OK， 好啦，但係我唔止咁樣樣，我要諗多3樣嘢，就係 mean， 幫我抄低呢度啊 ，mean is x bar，the original mean is x bar，the original median is small letter m. The original mode is capital M. OK， 好啦，咁跟住咧，我哋呢度咧僭建多3行啊。啊，唔係，應該係4行 ，sorry， 4行嘅4行。嗱，呢度咧。 望到我。嗱，你望咗先，我陣間先俾時間你抄啊。OK。The new mean, new median, and new mode。OK。我哋而家咧，我想你抄多嘅咧，就係、當每一粒 data 都享受咗嗰個改變之後，嗰 set data 呢一啲嘅數值分析數值，即係個 mean 啦、median 同埋 mode 啦，係屬於個 set data 嘅。有啲咩改變咧？原本係 x bar 嘅，加咗一個 constant，OK， 加咗個 constant， 我叫一個加 c 啦。加個 C 啊，呢度見唔見到藍色呢度 ？OK， 加或者減嗰個 constant 係 C 嚟嘅 ，OK， 即係10咁樣啦，大概。好啦，咁嘅時候咧，個 new mean will be the original mean plus C。New median will be the original median plus C。New mode will be the original mode plus C。嗱，其實呢一個係 Form 3學過㗎 ，OK？ 我而家叫你僭建落去嗰個，其實係 Form 3嗰課學咗嘅 ，OK？ 然之後咧，如果我哋係 multiplying by a positive common constant k， 如果每一粒都乘大 k 倍嘅話咧，乘大 k 倍，而家講喺呢度啊。咁我哋嘅 mean、median 同埋 mode 會有啲咩改變咧 ？So if we are multiplying a common constant k to every data in the data set, then the new mean will be equal to k times x bar, and then the new median will be k times small letter m. And then the new mode will be k times capital M。呢度我寫清楚啲，左手邊呢度咧應該係大加 M 嚟嘅，我可能寫得唔係咁好啊。呢一個係大加 M 嚟嘅，左手邊呢度。OK， 即係個 mode 原本個 mode 係大加 M 嚟嘅，得唔得？即係話咧，你每一粒 data 都加10俾佢嘅話咧，佢個 mean 就會有改變嘅。有咩改變啊？就係原本個 mean 嘅數字加翻10俾佢嘅啫。OK， 你每粒 data 都乘大2倍嘅話咧，咁嗰 set data 嘅 mean 有冇改變啊？有喎，有咩改變啊？將原本嗰個 mean 乘大2倍咁解啫。OK， 如此類推，得唔得？好啦，跟住啦。加個 C 啦，加個 C 或者乘一個 K 俾佢啦。好啦，跟住個 range、interquartile range 同埋 standard deviation 喎。OK， 嗱呢度咧，你可唔可以用下你嘅想像力啦？想像力 ，OK？ 如果我哋將，譬如你哋又係講緊啦，你哋全班嘅考試分數 ，OK？ 每人都加10分，每人都加10分。你諗一諗，你哋班嘅分數即係個成績。個差異係大咗啊，定係細咗，定係個差異冇改變過嘅？嗱，諗清楚啊！如果每人即係本身你考到一個分數出嚟啦，一個分數出嚟嘅，每人都考到一個分數出嚟啦。然之後咧，我哋班咧可以計到一個 standard deviation 咁樣嘅，即係個差異有幾大啦。我哋可以知道我哋班嘅差異有幾大。但係而家我將每個人嘅分數都加10分。咁嘅時候咧，對你哋班嘅差異有啲咩影響咧？差異大咗啊，差異細咗啊，定係差異冇改變咧 ？OK， 諗唔諗到啊？呢個
冇改變，
冇改變，係啦，冇錯，係冇改變嘅，係嘛？因為咧，其實你哋之間分數嘅相差咧，都係一樣嘅啫嘛，只不過大家都係多咗10分，係嘛？咁嘅時候咧，你哋之間嘅差異咧， 其實係完全冇改變過嘅。咁 OK， 咁所以咧，如果我哋係度差異嗰幾樣嘢嘅話咧，每人一齊加個 C 俾佢嘅話咧，見唔見到呢度？見唔見到個 R 個 new range？New range is just equal to R. That is the original range. And then the new interquartile range is Q. That is the original IQR. And then the new SD is equal to sigma. That is the original sigma. OK， 所以冇改變嘅。如果一齊加同一個數或者減同一個數 ，OK， 都係冇改變嘅，個差異冇改變，得唔得？好啦，但係如果一齊乘同一個數嘅話咧，一齊乘大2倍嘅話咧，其實差異有冇改變咗咧？呢個就有咯。如果你哋嘅分數，假設啊，你哋1號至5號嘅分數咧係10、11、12、13、14， 或者11、12、13、14、15咁樣啦。OK， 然之後咧，如果我每人乘大2倍嘅話咧，係咪22、24、26、28、30咁樣樣啊 ？OK， 你哋之間相差咧，本身係咪相差1嘅？但係乘大咗2倍之後咧，將你哋每兩個人之間嘅分數之差咧，係咪都變咗到2啊？相差2㗎啦。所以個差異咧，其實係大咗，變咗到2倍嘅。咁所以咧，如果你睇翻呢個表嘅話咧，如果係 multiplying by positive common constant k 嘅話咧，個 new range is equal to r times k. So that is the original range multiplied by the k。OK，k 就係你將每粒 data 乘大嗰個倍數。咁你而家想計佢個新嘅 range 係幾多嘅時候咧，你將已經計咗嘅原本嘅 range 乘翻同一個倍數，咁就係㗎啦。OK，interquartile range 亦都係咁計 ，standard deviation 都係咁計。OK， 得唔得？呢度好啦，嗱睇下明唔明呢度啊？好啦，我中間做一行嘅喎，係啲咩嚟嘅咧？嗱，中間做一行嘅，唔好漏咗啊！呢行比較特別啲，就係個 new variance。記唔記得我講過 variance 係等於啲咩嘅 ？Variance is just equal to the sigma square. It's okay? Sigma square. This is if the original standard deviation is sigma. Okay? And then when you add a constant or subtract a constant c, then the new standard deviation does not change. It is just equal to sigma, which means that the variance, new variance, will be sigma square. Sigma square. OK？ 得唔得？新嘅 variance 係等於新嘅 standard deviation 嘅2次方。好啦 ，How about this one? If this time it is multiplied by a common constant k, then the new standard deviation will be also multiplied by the same constant k. But how about the new variance? New variance is equal to the new standard deviation, bracket square. Okay, that is sigma square times k square. OK， 嗱呢度咧書好似冇講嘅呢一行啊，特別係呢一行啊 ，variance 呢一行。OK， 咁我想你加翻落去嘅，得唔得？因為 DSE 真係好衰格嘅，佢專係考埋呢啲窿窿罅罅。OK， 我如果冇記錯嘅話咧，即係9年裏邊咧，好似有成5至6年咧都係考 variance 嘅。OK， 但係書係講得好少嘅。得唔得？呢度咧，請你千祈唔好漏咗呢個啊，因為呢個咧其實係好容易嘅嘢嚟嘅，但係只不過我哋係好少題目，好少提及，所以啲同學就好容易 miss out 咗。OK， 咁其實咧，你記得翻呢個嘅話咧，其實你就做到嗱，通常咧就係第45條 MC 最後嗰條 MC 就係出呢一個 topic 噶啦。OK， 咁啊都唔係通常啊，年都係嘅其實。OK， 好。get 唔到呢度做啲乜嘢？嗱，我哋一齊去睇啲題目喎。 Okay. So let me clear the board first. Instant example 1. The range, the interquartile range, and the standard deviation of a set of data are 35, 20, and 11 respectively. Okay, so we have the range. R is 35. The interquartile range, that's Q, is 20. And then standard deviation, sigma, is 11. And this time, 6 is added to each data. Okay, so we have x plus 6. Okay, the data. 每一個 data 咧都加6係咪？然之後咧 new range。好啦，每一個 data 加6嘅話咧，我哋嗰啲差異有冇改變到咧？每一個 data 都加同一個數嘅話咧，咁你記得我哋嘅差異咧係冇改變到㗎係嘛？咁所以咧量度差異嗰3樣嘢，即係 range、interquartile range 同埋 SD 都唔會改變嘅。即係話咧 new range is equal to the old range, and the old range is equal to 35. Okay, and then new interquartile range is equal to the old interquartile range, that is 20. And the new standard deviation is equal to the old standard deviation, which is equal to 11. That is the answer. It's okay? 得唔得？好，我哋一齊做埋 instant practice 1啊。Instant practice 1. The range, the interquartile range, and the standard deviation of a set of data are 27, 13, and 8 respectively. So the range is 27, interquartile range is 13, and standard deviation is 8. And now the data is multiplied by 5. And then we are going to find the new range. 好啦，如果每粒 data 都成大5倍嘅話咧，咁你就要記得咧，佢中間即係兩者之差咧，係嘛？個差異咧都會係放大咗5倍嘅噃，好唔 OK？ 放大咗5倍嘅，咁所以咧，我哋量度差異嗰3嚿嘢咧，咁都係要成大翻5倍嘅。即係話咧，個 new range is equal to the old range times 5, which is 27 times 5. That is 135. And then new interquartile range is equal to the old interquartile range times 5. That is 13 times 5. That is 65. Okay, and then new standard deviation is equal to the old standard deviation times 5. That is 8 times 5, which is 40. Okay, so that is the answer. 掂唔掂？呢度 Okay, now I would like you to do question number 1 and number 2. Okay, let's do question number 1 and number 2. 不過好似係咪睇先係咪搭10落堂㗎？好似應該
係啊，搭10。
Okay, never mind. So let us continue next lesson. Okay, we do not have any lesson tomorrow, right? It will be a holiday. Okay, so see you on Thursday. So that's the end of this lesson. You may leave now. Goodbye.